This right here is the Barista Express by Sage or by Breville, depending on where you are in the world. And this has got to be the most popular all-in-one espresso machine in the world. And that intrigues me. And so I decided I would order myself up one of these. You guys can unbox it with me. Let's see what it all comes with. And let's do an initial overview for anybody who might be totally new to espresso or at least new to this machine. So let's just go ahead and get started. Let's put it back down on the floor. All right, first things it comes with is a portafilter. This is a nice hefty one with an excellent dimple here to put your pointer finger. Very nice. As you can see here, it is one that's got a plastic insert. So I would suggest removing that one for better preheating of the portafilter. Then we've got a tamper, which is pretty cool. It's got this metal part on top, so it just gets sucked up into the machine. That's very neat. Then we've got a bunch of baskets. Ooh, there they are. Here we've got, there's a single basket. There is a pressurized basket and another pressurized basket. So in total, we have got 4 baskets. This one right here, the non-pressurized one, is located here already in the portafilter. All right, then we also get a cleaning kit. And what is in the cleaning kit? We got a rubber backstop disc. We have got some espresso cleaning tablets. Very nice. We have got a branded brush right there. And we've got this pin, and that pin is for cleaning out the steam wand. So far, so good. One last accessory that they include is the razor. Let's take a look at the razor one time. Okay, so here's the razor, and this is supposed to be used for leveling your grounds in the basket after you have dosed. Now, if you guys are watching this video and if it's bringing you any value, please give the video a like to push it up to more people. And if you'd like to get more tips and reviews on espresso machines like this one, consider subscribing to the channel. Now, let's take a look at the machine itself.
Feel alive, let's hit the dance floor. Don't work too hard, my break a backbone. Return of the Mac, the king is back though. Corvette and cash, I never like those. She saw the stone, you know how that go. Fatality, my diamonds that cold.
All right, so I got this espresso machine in this sleek jet black color. It is a shiny black, and I think it looks a lot more modern and nicer than the original stainless steel that they've been selling for many years. And I think that the black truffle, it's more of a matte black, looks even slicker. So let's just get the machine set up. Watch this. This tamper is gonna get sucked right up into the machine. Let's put the portafilter in the machine. One last accessory that this comes with is also a milk pitcher. So this milk pitcher is very cool because it's actually got a thermometer on there. So you've got an idea of how warm the milk is getting as you're steaming it up. And that is something I've really got to give to Breville, is the fact that they think of a lot of innovative ideas to integrate into their machines. And that's just one of them. Very cool. They do also send a water filter with, which is excellent. This should hopefully help you to not have to descale quite as often, especially if you're in an area with harder water. And they even give you a descaler packets. So, I mean, when you buy this machine, it comes with everything that you need. That's very good. And hats off to Breville for that. In the directions, these are the water filter directions right there. We first have to get this guy primed. So let's go ahead and do that. We are putting this in January. So I'm setting the date there. I'm gonna drop it in this water for 5 minutes. Now, by the way, you may be a little bit confused, as I was, why Breville is called Sage in Europe. And as far as I can tell, Breville just did not get their name trademarked in time in Europe to be able to sell under the name Breville. But this is exactly the same machine as the Breville Barista Express. It's just called the Sage Barista Express. In order to set up the machine, there's one more thing that we should do right away. What we want to do is turn the grinder burr out and adjust the setting on it. Okay, so in order to adjust the setting, because they do set it at this number 6 here, we want to get that set a bit finer. So let's remove this bayonet. And all we're going to do is move it from the 6 to the 2. So let's move that red dot from the 6, hopefully you can see that, all the way to the 2, and then that should be fine enough to get started. And let's go ahead and put that back in the machine. Okay, good to go. Let's put our bean hopper on top. Turn to lock, and we are nearly good to go. All we have to do now is add some water. So now our filter has been sitting in here for about 5 minutes. Let's remove that. Okay, we've just got to open this guy here, stuff our filter in there, put the piece back on, and now we can drop it in the tank. Now let's fill up with water. Put the water tank back on. And here comes the moment of truth. Let's plug it in, turn it on, and prime the pump. Power. What I like to do when I first get a machine is prime the pump by opening up here the hot water valve. Okay, great. We have got our pump primed. We've got the hot water coming out. Now let's see if it comes out of the brew group as well. Let's just press one of the buttons here for a shot. And there it comes. Okay, great. We got the water flowing everywhere. Let's put some beans in the machine. Let's grind. And let's just see if we can get an espresso. These right here are a medium roast that I'm using. All right, now when it comes to dosing your espresso here into your portafilter, this is just a timer here, and we need to adjust the steps here. So we want to adjust the steps while it's running. Let's go ahead and do that. There are 15 steps on the dial, so I'm just gonna try for, let's try for number 5. Oh, that's not enough. Try again. All right, so there is the grind right there at a setting of 5 on the dial, and with the bayonet setting at 2 that we adjusted before. And if I just put some on my finger, I would say we're already pretty close. It's already quite fine. All right, so let's give that a tamp. Yeah. That feels nice and fluffy. Let's put this in the brew group. And let's pull ourselves a shot. All right, so what we're gonna do is set up a double shot here. So I'm gonna hold down the button and we're gonna try for about 30 grams and see how long that takes us. There it comes. 5 grams. 10. Where's the pressure? Okay, an espresso range could be a little higher. 22 grams. And 30 grams in 27 seconds. Not too bad for a very first attempt. All right, guys, that first shot was a little bit weak, so let's see if we can dial this in a little better. We probably should practice that. So what you want to do is, first of all, tear out your scale. Now the scale is teared out, you can see we are at 0. What we want to do is aim for, let's say, 15 grams in there. So let's see, how much was that? That was only 8, that's not enough. Okay, now we got 15.4 grams. That is going to be a good amount to start with. So now let's take our tamper, tamp it out, and let's try this dose now. Okay, now I want to try it again on the grind setting 7 with 15 grams in there. Let's see how it goes. Oh, that's looking much better. And there we got our 30 grams, our 2-to-1 ratio, and it does look way creamier, way better. All right, let's move on to steaming real quick once. Okay, so for steaming, we are going to fill up about halfway in our milk jug. Let's turn on the steam. Takes a little while. Okay, now the condensation is out, and now we can start steaming. There we go. Now it's got some power. You want to inject air right away in the beginning. You want to have your milk steamer there right in one quadrant, so you can see it's in the bottom quarter quadrant there. Now the milk is starting to look like paint, and once you get some air injected, then you want to just kind of move up a little bit so that you get the milk nice and incorporated. And now it's starting to get pretty hot too. Now you can hear that it's got an auto purge on there, so it purges the heater after steaming. That's convenient. Now let's go ahead and make ourselves a cappuccino. Not bad, not bad. And how does it taste? Very good. Nice and creamy. Extraction could be a little bit higher extraction. That would be nice, but it's a pretty good cappuccino. All right, you guys, I hope this video was helpful for you, and if so, please give it a like. Check out my other videos. If you like what you see, subscribe to the channel. Totally free. Until next time, I say happy coffee drinking and happy cappuccino drinking. Bye now.